Probability means chances, starting with a very basic example of a coin in which we have one of the sides which is head and the other side on the back which is tail. So the chance, if you toss the coin, the chance that you get a head is 1 by 2. The chance that you get a tail is again 1 by 2. In probability, we'll be discussing two main things. One is the tree diagram, the other is the possibility diagram. For example, let us discuss the case of these balls in a bag. Let's say we have 5 red balls and 3 black balls. So when we are asked to draw a tree diagram for this, probability to get a red ball or probability to get a black ball, again we have two cases, one of which is with replacement and the other is without replacement, one by one. With replacement means you will put the ball back in the bag. That means the total is never changing. So if you are asked to pick up a red ball, the chance that you get red in your hand is 5 by 8. The chance to get a black ball is 3 by 8. Because it is with replacement, when you go for the second attempt, red, black, you placed the ball back. So the probability never changed and there are still 5 red balls in a total of 8 and 3 black in total of 8. So this is the first case. Second case, same question but without replacement. Without replacement means you are not putting it back. So if you're not putting it back, what happens to this 5 red and 3 black? Red and black. For the first attempt, there are 5 red out of 8. For the first attempt, there are 3 black out of 8. When you go for the second attempt, for red, black, red, black. So this second red, we've already taken out 1 red. We are left with 4 reds and a total of 7. If we talk about this black ball, in the first attempt you took out red. So there are still 3 black balls but a total of 7. When we talk about the third branch, you took out black already. Red are still 5 in the bag but a total of 7. When you talk about the fourth branch, we already took out 1 black, so 2 black are left with a total of 7. So this is how you go for the tree diagram. Now the questions. If the question says find the probability that both balls are of same color. So you have two options, one of which is the first branch and the fourth branch. In the first branch we are getting red after red. That means 5 by 8, that's 5 by 8 times 4 by 7 plus whenever you move along the branch you multiply them. When you move from first branch to second branch you add them. So it is 3 by 8 multiplied by 2 by 7. This is 26 by 56, 13 by 28. Any question till now? Then you have a question. Suppose it says, what is the probability that you get only one red. Probability to get only one red. Now you have a choice to make. Which branches will you select? We have 4 branches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Question says probability to get only one red. If I see the second branch, I'm getting only one red. If I see this third branch, I'm getting only one red. I cannot choose the first branch because there are 2 reds. I cannot choose the fourth branch because there is no red. So we're getting only one red in these two. So in this case, 5 by 8 times 3 by 7 plus 3 by 8 times 5 by 7 and simplification. How will you do this? Probability to get zero red balls, no red ball. Which branch? First, second, third, fourth. Fourth one. So it is only 3 by 8 into 2 by 7. This was about tree diagram. The other about the possibility diagram, that depends on you. Sometimes, most of the time, it is already given. Which one of the case is this? In exam, you usually have more than 16 boxes. For example, we put a plus sign here and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These are given. First, the examiner tells you to complete the diagram. So it is plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 3 is 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. Now the questions. What is the probability that the sum is even? What is the probability that sum is even? So if I may choose even numbers, I'm looking at this 2, these 4s and this 6. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 9. Any objection? What is the probability that sum is odd? Probability that sum is odd. There are 2 ways. Either we can just mark out these odd numbers, which are 4 out of 9, or we already know what the probability of even number is. So 1 minus 5 by 9 is again 4 by 9, because total probability is always 1. One more thing, if we get back here, this was 5 4 times 20 by 56. This is 5 3 times 15 by 56. Probability to get black and then red is 15 by 56, and last one is 6 by 56. Probability is always equal to 1. If you add these 4 numbers, you'll get 1. And if you add these 2, you'll again get 1. Total probability is always 1. जी बेटे, बिल्कुल ठीक. At least one red. Now you just have to read the question carefully. At least one red in this case means first red, or you may have both red. At least one red. You cannot have 0 reds. So for at least one red, I will select this first branch, this second branch, and this third branch, and not the fourth one. So at least one red. In this first branch, I do have at least one red. Although there are 2, but the statement is true, at least one red. In the second branch, I still have one red. In the third branch, I still have at least one red. So in this case, what you may do is 5 by 8 into 4 by 7 first, plus 5 by 8 into 3 by 7 plus 3 by 8 into 5 by 7, all three. Or what you can do is just subtract the last line which is not selected from 1. Last line was 3 by 8 into 2 by 7, which is 6 by 56. So at least one red is 1 minus 6 by 56. Simplification is always required. Cancellation of this fraction. Got the point? You will get 50 by 56 even if you add the first three, or directly 1 minus the last one. One more small example, then we'll move on to practice questions. For example, we have this sample space and I have 6 numbers in each side. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Let me say we are throwing 2 dices, dice A and dice B. So when we throw the first dice, I may have 1 on the first one and 1 on the second. 1 on first, 2 on second, 1 on first, 3 on second, and so on. First one shows 1, the other shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are different possible outcomes. So you can call it a possibility diagram or a sample space. So these are the outcomes. You cannot have any number out of these. One way to represent is this diagram. The other way to represent it is showing all the outcomes. For example, I may have 1 on the first die and 1 on second. 1 on first, 2 on second. 1 on first, 3 on second. Let me just fill it partially. 1 on first and 6 on second, and so on. We may have 2 on the first one with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 on the second one. So whichever is convenient for you to write, you do have this choice to make an exam. This diagram is always easy and quick. Now the question may ask, what is the probability that you get the same number on both the dice? So same number on both the dice is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 6, 6. So what is the probability to get same number on both die is 6 out of 36. Or the question may be, what is the probability that number on A is greater than the number on B? Number on A is greater than the number on B. Let me remove these first ones. So now we have to choose number on A is greater. So if it is 6 on A and we have 1 till 5 on B, these could be the possible answers. Then if we have 5 on A, I can choose at max 4 on B. 4 on A, 3 on B, 3 on A till 2 on B, and 1. Is there anything else we can choose? The number on A should be greater than the number on B. Now we count these: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So these are 15 out of 36. And again, simplification is a must. If you are getting your answer 5 by 10, that is correct, but it is compulsory to write as 1 by 2 in P2. In P1, examiner may give you full marks for this as well. Any doubts till now before we move on to practice questions? Okay, P1 first. Calvin chooses a pair of trousers and a shirt to wear for college. He chooses grey trousers or black trouser. So we have grey and black. And he chooses a red shirt or yellow shirt. So trousers and shirts. The probability that he chooses grey trouser is 1 by 3. If he is selecting grey, it is 1 by 3. What would it be for the black one? 2 by 3. The probability is always equal to 1. Total probability is 1. Probability for red shirt is 4 by 5. So what would it be for yellow? 1 by 5. That's right. 1 by 5. So 4 by 5 and 1 by 5. Now we are only left with reading the statement and understanding it. What is the probability that Kevin chooses grey trousers and red shirt? So grey and red is this branch. Grey trouser with a red shirt is 4 by 15. That's it. C part. What is the probability that Kevin does not choose either black trousers or a red shirt? He is not selecting black trousers and he is not selecting the red shirt. So what am I left with? I'm left with only one option. Is there anything else? If he is not selecting black trousers, the last two branches are already lost. So we are left with grey followed with yellow. 1 by 3 times 1 by 5 is 1 by 15. Question 2. Sachin and Zahir plays a game of tennis and the game of badminton. Tennis and badminton. The results of the games are independent and the games cannot be drawn. The probability that Sachin wins a game of tennis is 3 by 4. So if he wins tennis is 3 by 4. If he loses tennis is 1 by 4. Or I may say when Sachin wins tennis, Zahir is actually losing tennis. And the next statement, the probability that Zahir wins a game of badminton is 3 by 4. So he wins badminton 3 by 4. If he loses badminton, 3 by 5. If he loses badminton, that is 2 by 5. First statement, what is the probability that Sachin wins both the games? So if Sachin wins tennis, that is 3 by 4 already. It is given in the question. 3 by 4 multiply. Zahir wins badminton is 3 by 5. Sachin will win badminton is 2 by 5. Any doubt? 2 1 times, 2 2 times, we're left with 3 1 times is 3, 2 5 times is 10. So either you write 3 by 10 or 0.3, both are correct. What is the probability that Zahir wins just one of the games? So we have badminton and tennis. He wins just one of the games. Let me say Zahir wins tennis and loses badminton. Plus he loses tennis and wins badminton. He wins just one. So these are the two possible outcomes. Tennis won, badminton lost. Or tennis lost and badminton won. So when we are talking about Zahir, if he wins tennis, Sachin wins tennis is 3 by 4. So Zahir would win tennis is 1 by 4 times Zahir wins badminton is 3 by 5, copied from question. And if he loses tennis, that means the opposite person is winning it. That is 3 by 4 times he wins badminton. I just mixed it up. Zahir just wins one of the game. Let me fill it again. If he wins tennis, that means Sachin is losing it. 1 by 4. and he loses badminton is 2 by 5. He loses tennis is 3 by 4. And he wins badminton is 3 by 5. Clear? Question number 3. Now all the structure of all these questions is same. In class A there are 10 boys and 15 girls. So class A 10 boys and 15 girls. So that means 10 out of 25, 15 out of 25. In class B there are 20 boys and 10 girls. 20 out of 30. 20 out of 30. And this is 10 out of 30. And this is again 10 out of 30. Complete the tree diagram to show the possibilities of the possible outcomes. So this is the answer. You may wish to write it as like 10 by 25 should be 2 by 5. So again, makes no issue, no difference. Find the probability that one of the student is a boy and one is a girl. One boy and one girl. First choice. One boy, one girl. Second choice. No other option. 10 by 25 times 10 by 30 plus 15 by 25 times 20 by 30. And then we simplify it. 10 into 10 is 100. 25 into 30 is 750. 15 into 20 is 300 by 750. 750, 400. 5 15 times, 5 8 times. You do have your choice, whatever you wish to do. I always feel comfortable cancelling it at the end, so I don't have to take the LCM. Only in this case, only in tree diagram, there is no deduction of marks. Like 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 2 by 3, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 1 by 3. Both are correct. Either in blue or red, both are correct. Only in tree diagram. Final answer, it is compulsory to simplify. Sometimes not simplifying the tree diagram would actually mean that you can always have a look at the total number. This figure right here tells you that there are 10 boys out of 25, and this never tells you the exact figure. Let me see if we have something different. Question 4 is again of same nature. So question 5. 3 cards A, B, C are marked with the numbers 2, 3 and 4. Respectively, one card is chosen at random. A second card is then chosen at random from the remaining 2 cards. So the total is reducing. The sum of the numbers on the 2 chosen cards is calculated. What is the probability that sum is 3? So if we are selecting 2 cards, what is the probability that sum would be 3? If I choose 1 and any other card, it is not 3. Question is simple. 2 with 3 is not 3. 2 with 4 is not 3. 3 with 4 is not 3. So probability is 0 to get a sum of 3 after choosing 2 cards. Now first card A, then second card is B. The sum is 5. So I'm making different possibilities. Complete the table to show all the possible outcomes. I can choose with A, B and with A, C, or B, with the end C or C with the end B. So the sum AC 2 plus 4 is 6. Sum of B and A is 5. Sum of B and C is 7. C and A is 6. C and B is 7. What is the possibility that the sum is 7? So it is 2 out of 6, which is 1 by 3. Okay, tree diagram is already given. Two bag contains beads. The first bag contains 2 white, 2 red and 3 black. This is the first one. The second bag contains 3 white, 2 black. So 3 white, 2 black. One bead is taken at random from the bag. The tree diagram is shown below. Find the probability that both beads are white. So white, white. There is no other option which will have both as white. So 2 by 7 times 3 by 5 is 6 by 35. Both beads are red. So first one red and there's no other option. So both red, 0. Third one, exactly one bead is black. Black, and here we go. White and black. Red and black. Exactly one is black. So we have these three options. 2 by 7 times 2 by 5 the first chain plus 2 by 7 times 2 by 5 plus 3 by 7 times 3 by 5 and simplification. जी बेटे you can do that. Unless until stated, there is no restriction. You can do and write as you feel comfortable. Decimals, fractions, numbers, words, you can write it as you feel comfortable. 4 by 35, 4 by 35 and 9 by 35. 4, 4, 8, 8 and 9, 17 by 35. Let's try a few questions from P2. Question number 1. The letters spelling the word banana are written on 6 tiles. Find the probability that a tile chosen at a random and the letter N tile is chosen at random has letter N on it. Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. So we have two options which could be N out of these 6. So 1 by 3. Probability that we choose a tile and it has N on it is 1 by 3. B part. The 6 tiles are placed in a bag. 3 tiles are chosen at random without replacement. That means the total is reducing. The first is placed in position 1, second in position 2 and the third in position 3. So this is the scenario and it says find the probability that the 3 tiles spell ban. B-A-N. So if the first tile is B, the probability is 1 out of 6. If the second tile spells A, we have 3 options out of 5. 1 is already taken down. Last letter is N. We have 2 options out of 4. 2 1 times, 2 2 times, so it is 3 1 times, 3 2 times, 4 5 times 20. This is P2. You may use your calculators. Second part says the tiles are now replaced and the process is repeated. All the tiles are put back and the process is repeated. Find the probability that the three tiles spell ANN or ANA. Let me write it here. So if it spells ANN, probability to get the first one A is 3 by 6. Then I'm getting N is 2 by 5. Another N is 1 by 4. Plus for ANA, probability to get A is 3 out of 6. When going for N, there are 2 N's and 5 tiles are remaining. When we go for A again, 1 A is already taken down. So 2 A's are left out of 4. And I'm using calculator for this now. Is 3 by 6 times 2 by 5 times 1 by 4, 1 out of 20, plus 3 by 6 times 2 by 5 times 2 by 4 is 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20 is 3 by 20. Any issues? No doubt. Question number 2. A fair 5-sided spinner is numbered 13579. Maria spins it once. Find the probability that the number obtained is 7. So if the number is 7, it is one number out of 5 options. 1 by 5. Find the probability that it is an odd number. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, all are odd. So all numbers are odd, it is 1. Pedro spins it twice and adds the two numbers obtained. Some of the results are shown in the possibility diagram below. So you are adding them. 1 plus this 5 is 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 10. 3 plus 1 is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, 3 plus 5 is 8, 3 and 7 is 10. 5, 1, 6, 5, 3, 8, 5, 5, 10, 5 and 7 is 12, 5 and 9 is 14. 7, 1 is 8, 7, 3, 10, 7 and 5 is 12, 7 and 9 is 16. 9, 1, 10, 9, 3 is 12, 9 and 5, 14, 9 and 7 is 16, 9 and 9 is 18. So complete the possibility diagram done. Find the probability that the sum of the two numbers is odd. Can you see any odd number? So that's a 0. Number or in letters. Find the probability that sum of the two numbers is 14 or more. So sum is 14 or more are these options, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5 times is 25. So these are 6 options out of 25. Katrina spins it 3 times. Calculate the probability that the 3 numbers obtained are the same. Express your answer as a fraction in its lowest term. 3 numbers obtained are same. Now the numbers were 13579. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Calculate the probability that the 3 numbers obtained are same. Now you have to think about it. If the first attempt it is 1, second again 1, third again 1. If you get this would be 1 by 5 into 1 by 5 into 1 by 5. So actually if you are getting all 3 1, This is your answer. Plus, if you get all 3 as 3, again you'll repeat this set. All 3 as 5, again you'll repeat this set. So what if I multiply it with 5? Is this part clear? Okay, I'll repeat it. If you try to draw a tree diagram, this is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, because it says that it spins 3 times. After 1, you may have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 again. After 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. This is the second attempt I'm drawing it for. Now the third one, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, after every one of these. So what is actually happening when you see all 3 attempts as same number is 1, 1 and 1. So probability of 1 is 1 by 5, 1 by 5 and 1 by 5. When you see all 3 as 3, so 3, 3, 3 would be 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 5. For this 5 again, 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 5. So this thing is repeating itself 5 times. So you write it for once, 1 by 5 times 1 by 5 times 1 by 5, because the probability is not changing. It is a spinner and the total is not reducing, and this occurs 5 times. So you get 1 over 25. Is it clear now? Question number 3. A bag contains 12 discs. There are 8 blue and 4 red. A disc is picked out at random and not replaced. Total is again reducing. The second disc is then picked out at random and not replaced. The tree diagram below shows the possible outcomes and one of their possibilities. So 8 blue and 4 red. 8 by 12, 4 by 12. When we've already taken out blue, 7 are left and the total reduces. You've taken out blue but red are still 4, the total reduces. You took out red, blue are still 8 and the total reduces. Complete the tree diagram done. Expressing each of your answer as a fraction in its lowest term, calculate the possibility that both discs are red. So this is the only option, both are red, is 4 by 12 times 3 by 11. 4 1 times, 4 3 times, 3 1 times. So this is 1 out of 11. At least one disc is blue. 3 bete. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which option? At least one is blue. 1 fulfills it, at least blue. Third fulfills it, at least blue. There is more to it. This second one as well. So what do you say? We solve for these 3 or subtract the last one from 1? And we've already done for the last one, both red, as 1 by 11. So 1 minus 1 by 11 is 10 by 11. Next part. A third disc is picked out at random. Calculate the probability that all 3 discs are red. All 3 are red. Now it is up to you. It depends on your concept, your clarity. You may think of it as a tree diagram or without that. Like we did this in this question. And we had 4 red out of total 12. There were 4 red and total was 12. So if my first choice, it is 4 by 12. For my second choice, it is 3 by 11. For my third choice, it is 2 by 10. Number of discs keeps on reducing in numerator and denominator both. So third is red, and 4 1 times, 3 times, 3 goes with 3, 2 1 times, 2 5 times. The numerator it is 1, denominator that's 55, so 1 by 55. Clear? Do you have any particular question, if any, in your mind? किसी सवाल में प्रॉब्लम आई हो? ठीक है, ये एक और कर लेते हैं. A box of chocolate contains 10 milk chocolate and 2 plain chocolates. So milk and plain. Sasha eats 3 chocolates chosen at random from the box. The tree diagram shows the possible outcomes and their possibilities. Complete the tree diagram expressing each answer. Okay. So it was 10 against 2. Milk chocolates are 10. 10 by 11. Plain cheesy chosen 1 already, so it is 1 by 11. For the next plain, that would be 0 because there are only 2 in total. So coming here, can you see this cursor moving? So filling this line first, the fourth last. We've already taken 1 milk chocolate, so 9 are left and the total reduces. When we talk about the plain, 2, 1 is already taken, 1 by 10. Milk chocolate, none of them are taken before, so they are still 10 out of 10, or you may write it as 1. Second part, expressing each answer as a fraction in its lowest term, find the probability that Sasha eats 3 milk chocolates. So 3 milk is this choice only. 10 by 12 times 9 by 11 times 8 by 10. I'm using calculator. So this is 10 by 12 times 9 by 11 times 8 by 10, and it is 6 by 11. So 6 by 11. B part says eats 2 milk chocolates and 1 plain. 2 milk, 1 plain. So milk, milk and plain. Milk, plain, milk. 2 milk, 1 plain. And I think these would be all. So we solve for this now. First branch is 10 by 12 times 9 by 11 times 2 by 10 plus second branch 10 by 12 times 2 by 11 times 9 by 10, and the third branch 2 by 12 times 10 by 11 times 9 by 10, and use of calculator. Any confusion till now? G. Just a second.